Peace and blessings, beloveds. I am Astarius Miraculi. Today I bring a message on the psychology of Gemini, poetry of Gemini. I'm going to be offering a selection from my book, Feast of the Zodiac, Wisdom of Astrology. So here is my psychology of Gemini, my poetry of Gemini. On changing winds of mental skies, my mind as a bird indeed does fly. Faster than the eye can blink, my Gemini mind can see and think. Words like lightning, knowledge like rain, make complex ideas seem simple and plain. From knowledge alone, no real good to come, till knowledge the bride has married wisdom. Jack of all trades, baffled by none, lesson to learn, at least master one. Travel I love, stay on the run, but must beware of jumping the gun. Of going and coming, jekyling and hiding, on numberless wings, my soul ever riding, of raising hell like Cain, yet able abiding. In pits of confusion, God stop me from sliding. Analyze love before involved to become apprehensive about the loss of freedom. In love, don't try, you'll never possess me. I need breathing room, granted you'll bless me. Reading, writing, lecturing, teaching, preaching, inspiring, debating, creating, inquiring, with lightning wits, surprise to spring. Persuade, experiment, investigate, with everything I must relate. Though indigestion has been my fate, when variety spice I overate. Brilliance of mind and versatility are nothing without stability. So let the truth now set me free. Do I think thoughts, or they think me? Am I doing it, or it doing me? Sociable, charming, magnetic action. My cup runneth over with split satisfaction, encouraged by masters upward to flow, upon my ascension to find the rainbow. Mercury, Mercury, slow down please, my mind no longer to be teased. We must fulfill the higher intent, that messenger of heaven the twins were sent. God wisdom's word inspire correction, the Alpha and Omega, divine reflection. I am Gemini. Keywords for Gemini: versatile, adaptable, alert, curious, restless, sociable, friendly, breezy, superficial, flighty, two-faced, indecisive, vacillating, nervous energy, talkative, keen perceptions and senses, intellectual, mentally oriented, people-oriented, open-minded, questioner. Of course, when we speak of the would-be negatives of Gemini or any sign, there is always the capacity to transcend those things. The opposite sign of Gemini is Sagittarius. The negatives within Gemini are canceled out by the positives within Sagittarius. And so there can be this transcending of Gemini energy through drawing in the frequency of Sagittarius. As I said in the Gemini piece, going and coming, jekyling and hiding, on numberless wings, my soul ever riding. Sometimes, jack of all trades, baffled by none, lesson to learn, at least master one. So the mastering of the one thing, or the specialization for Gemini, comes through drawing in the frequency of Sagittarius, who is the master of specialization. You know, Gemini carries the knowledge. Sagittarius carries the wisdom. From knowledge alone, no real good to come till knowledge, the bride, has married wisdom. And so in order for Gemini to take all of this massive knowledge that you have to draw in the frequency of Sagittarius to bring it into the application of wisdom. Because knowledge is the measure of one's capacity for knowing, but wisdom is the measure of one's capacity for exalted being and doing. And so draw upon the frequency of Sagittarius, Gemini, in order to become completely whole in who you are. We thank you for the versatility, Gemini, that you hold, because you teach us about versatility. You teach us about the multitasking. You can do many different things. You teach us about how to appreciate great numbers of people. You teach us about the cultural and racial diversity, because you have such an amazing curiosity that you want to partake of everything. And sometimes variety spice you did overeat. But we are grateful for the mercurial energy of Gemini, because we all have a third house. Gemini is the ruler of the third house in the zodiac. And we all have a third house. We all have a mind. Gemini is the master of mind and communication and verbalization and all of those things. And so we thank you, Gemini, for the mirrored exemplification of this great use of mind, this use of consciousness. Gemini, we honor you. We appreciate you. I am Astarius Miraculi. And so far I've done the Aries and the Taurus, and now Gemini. I will be going through the entire zodiac. So if I haven't reached your sign yet, not to worry, we will definitely get there. Also invite you to consider the possibility of having your chart done, because when we do an astrological chart, we look at not only the sun. You know, the sun represents that inner core of who you are. It is your specific expression of godhood, you know, and your mode of commitment to the contract of this life. And that's, you know, your godhood is your sun. But you also have a moon, which is your emotionality and things related to your family. You also have a Mercury, you know, which rules, you know, is ruling Gemini, okay? And that's how you use your mind. Venus, the relationship dynamic. Mars, the pattern of desires. Jupiter, you know, the consciousness and the ethics and the morals. Saturn, the approach to work and duty and responsibility, and on and on and on. So consider the possibility of having an astrological reading with me. I would love to support your expansion in that way. I also do sound healing transmissions with didgeridoo, with vocal harmonics, and with Reiki. So I love you so much. I also go to my website, listen to some of the sound clips that is on my albums, and maybe read some of the excerpts from my book. I have two books. Rhythm, or that is Feast of the Zodiac, Wisdom of Astrology, which I just read from, and I also have Miraculi, Song of Ascension. So partake of some of that. Thank you for playing in the field of win-win. Thank you for visiting my website and my profile and my YouTube channel and all of the different offerings that I have for you. Aho, Ashe, Amen, Namaste, Hotep, In Lakesh, Alak In, Shalom, Satnam, Hariom, up at the top. There's room for all. It's just the bottom that's crowded, y'all.